Frankly Speaking with Muyiwa Afolabi. Information, education, reformation, and transformation. Get ready. Renew your mind. Reset your mindset with insights, ideas, and strategies for everyday performance and success in your career and your business. Yes, it's possible. Yes, you can do it. Of course, you can achieve it. It's all in your mind. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves and please receive Muyiwa Afolabi, your practical career success coach. Enjoy.
So, what did you do when you got your first bike?
I rode it to all my friends' houses in one day.
When you got your first sunglasses?
Whoa, I was so excited I wore it even at night.
And your first wristwatch?
Awesome! I swam with it and wore it to sleep every night for 7 good days.
And now that you're in secondary school, what will you do when you get your first smartphone?
Yay! The whole world will hear me scream.
Surprise your child with an MTN smartphone for as low as 13,000 naira with a 3-month data bonus offer. Available at all designated MTN stores nationwide.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to you all. How you doing this morning? Welcome to Frankly Speaking, your favorite business and career mindset talk show on radio. My name is Muyiwa Afolabi. It's a pleasure to share time with you again this morning. Do you know it is possible for you to hold people and situations that are not responsible for your challenges responsible and misplace the causal factors? This morning, let me talk to you about non-related areas. That's the title of this one, non-related areas. So I was in conversation with a gentleman who became scared based on a recent development in one of the major industries in Nigeria, where a key player suddenly and unexpectedly got into trouble. Top management had to go and foreign partners pulled out, and this sent business shockwaves through the industry and some other industries. So where is the job security we all keep talking about? He lamented. There is no job security, only self-security, as I've always explained to people, I responded. Nothing out of your control is secured or guaranteed. Even that which is within your control can spiral out of your hands if not properly held and handled. He looked at me, and as I looked into his eyes, I sensed he had become anxious and disturbed about his employment. He didn't feel so safe anymore. Then he asked another question. Muyiwa, what of those of us that are not wired for business or self-employment? What do we do? I laughed. There is no such thing as wired or not wired for anything you can learn. Business is not essentially a natural gift or talent. It's an art or a science, if you like. Anyone with interest can learn and know well. Any human being with average intelligence can learn and succeed in business, I said to him. If a stark illiterate can learn a skill or trade and earn a living or even become rich from it, how can an educated fellow claim business is an impossible task for him despite his superior know-how and intellectual development? The ability to do or not do anything in this life is a matter of belief and will. If you're willing, there'll always be a way. If you are unwilling, you'll always make excuses. He looked at me funny, perhaps thinking I was just sounding off because I was running a business of my own. I then took my time to explain the problem to him. You see, many of us today don't really function, perform, or deliver in life according to our actual potentials and capacities. This is a consequence of what I call accidents of history. Accidents of history. Many of us look at life in a straight line. We look at life from a monochrome view lens. Things are either black or white and untoned. For us, everything functions independently in isolation and in linear accords. Hence, we trace current issues and challenges in our lives to most popular and apparent causal factors. Let me explain this. We popularly judge as rational or think any child not doing so well in school is not serious, too playful, or not paying attention in class, and that child doing so well is serious-minded. However, there are so many other reasons a child can be doing so badly or so well academically, which has nothing to do with being playful or being serious. What many may not know is that the love, the warmth, the attention, and quality time a growing child needs from a parent can actually affect the academic performance of that child. Loneliness and not interest may be the reason some children are very brilliant in school. They've converted their lonely moments into strength by using it to study and meditate on all they've learned in school. They're very bored and lonely, so all they do is get busy reading their books. Ladies and gentlemen, many of your limitations and shortcomings today may have its source in apparently non-related areas. Being greedy or covetous may not be as a result of being materialistic, but a consequence of acute deprivation as a child. Being promiscuous and a flirt may not be a consequence of being randy or immoral, but a consequence of frequent hurtful and demeaning rejection experienced as a child or a teenager. Being jealous or lack of ability to celebrate good things in the lives of others may be a consequence of being the most unloved and unappreciated by your parents amongst your siblings when you were growing up. Your sister or brother may have gotten more attention, praises, commendation, and love whilst you were all growing up. Developing a pull-down syndrome in your workplace may not necessarily mean desperation or wickedness. You may just have been used to first position and prizes in primary and secondary school days, and today you can't handle being second best.
If you know fit go internet or follow for Twitter, you know fit snap photo send or get it photo send. Now because you dey use Palasa, your phone no dey answer. See me see wahala. My brother, go get smartphone, yeah. Drop that Palasa phone. Phone wey no go for your hand, yeah. Drop that Palasa phone. Phone wey no fit take selfie. Drop that Palasa phone. No be correct phone, yeah. Drop that Palasa phone.
My people, no let Palasa phone fall your hand this year. Kia go buy 3G or 4G smartphone, or bring that your phone con join MTN, and then go summer you with 100% awoof data bam on top every data bundle way you buy for the next 3 months. So drop that Palasa now, change your levels so that you go fit enjoy fast internet on the network we get data for everywhere for we country Nigeria. This offer day open to new and old MTN customers.
Your inability to maintain peace in your marriage today may have nothing to do with the behavior of your spouse, but an outcome of your parents' troubled marriage. The accidents in our history, the bad experiences in our upbringing, the very many unpleasant seasons we went through growing up subsequently leaves impressions on our psychic we don't realize are there, hence find extremely difficult to deal with them. Our mentality, mostly influenced by our painful and scary exposure growing up, is why we think we can't do some things, and we are only designed for some things, and we are only wired for some things. We nurse silent fears over the reoccurrence of a past psychological pain or molestation. Most unpleasant experiences our physical body has outgrown. Conscious mind had let go. Our subconscious mind will still record vividly, hence limiting and controlling and moderating our will and desire to take risk and go for what we most definitely need in life, or withdraw and refrain from trying. Poverty is not lack of money or resources around. Poverty is not even a situation or a condition. It is actually a mindset of non-entitlement. Many people in lack subconsciously assume no one should have so much money, not even them. So anyone with more money than what their subconscious approves of is a mean and greedy person. The typical thinking of the poor in mind is all resources and money should be equally shared amongst everybody. The place of working hard to earn and deserve does not apply in their logic of equitable wealth distribution. Also, the poor in mind, rather than work or create good value for exchange, would prefer to steal other people's money or loot public funds. They do this as an antidote or treatment for the poor state of their souls. So even after stealing billions of public funds and becoming physically rich, they still feel poor in their souls. Hence, the stealing never stops. Ladies and gentlemen, we have imperfect societies because we are all imperfect people. But for you to be outstanding in this life, you must really think back and find out exactly where the real cause of your fears in life lie. It may have nothing to do with what you've been assuming or what everyone's been telling you. Dear friend, you can be everything you want, have everything you want, achieve anything you want, and become very successful, happy, and fulfilled in life without cutting corners, stealing, or cheating if you try and rediscover your real nature and manifest your true self. There is a king in you. Yes, there is. You shouldn't be a lifelong slave to the vision, the dream, and empires of similar dreamers just like you. Plan your life and set your time. Schedule your freedom date and begin to learn all you need to learn for the king in you to find expression. The world is eagerly waiting for your own brainchild. Nigeria and millions of unemployed youth are waiting for your own multi-billion naira business empire. Don't die with it. You're wired to manifest. You're cut out for this. You're a king, not a permanent subject. Your vision is for an appointed time. Mark the time, plan for it, prepare for it, and go for it. You're born to rule. When it's fullness of time, please don't miss it. You'll account to your maker, I tell you. It's time to be you. It's time to relate the unrelated areas of your life. We can continue conversation on today's episode via my social media platforms. Just hit me up through my website. It's www.muyiwaafolabi.com. Till I come your way again, same time, same station, for another exciting episode of your favorite talk show. My name is Muyiwa Afolabi. Please enjoy your day.
One Monday morning, all on a free readers association, I now shift to one side. I beg you don't go buy paper. You don't go one let people go buy zero. I beg I move.
I don't tell you. You don't see him.
Bonus for life, man.
Oh boy. Hey, stop. I said stop. Go back that page. MTN 2,000% bonus. Wow.
Sure, you're not wrong.
2,000% bonus if I begin use my MTN SIM again.
Oh boy.
Come on for road.
Yes, so if you never use your MTN SIM for the past 45 days or more, the time don't reach to come back again and enjoy Obonge Awoof. Just go recharge your SIM now and enjoy 2,000% bonus on top your first recharge of every month. Now be say if you recharge 100 naira, MTN go sama you 2,000 naira fiam. Oh yeah, Abi you still the wait? Everybody don't go reactivate their MTN SIM. What do you still the wait for? Terms and conditions they shall.
Frankly Speaking with Muyiwa Afolabi, a production of Frontiers International Services Limited, is proudly brought to you by MTN. Every